Let's kick this thing off. Welcome to our regeneration class. I'm Coach Clint, and today we will be doing some movements that'll just get you up, get you moving, make you feel a little better today, hopefully. Now you'll notice I am barefoot, or maybe you won't notice because my feet blend in with my mat, but I am in a barefoot position today because I figured I wanted to get the maximum out of my movement. So if you want to join me, pop your shoes off. If not, if you want to leave your shoes on, that is fine. Okay, I understand that, and it definitely will be totally up to you. Other than that, you just need yourself, maybe your mat, maybe some water if you want it. All right, so let's go ahead and kick things off with our tip of the day. Our tip of the day today, I did not write you guys up a paper. I apologize, but your tip today is movement snacks. So we do not always need to do full-on classes. We do not need to do full length, like hour-long metabolic classes. Sometimes it's as good as putting in those little efforts. So maybe doing a 10-minute stretch break or even 5-minute stretch breaks. Those add up as we put those into our little movement bank, okay? So just look at the end of your week, how much movement, how much time and activity are you spending, and be happy with what you can get in, okay? That's gonna be your tip for today. And then your joke today. Why are koalas not considered bears? Why are koalas not considered bears? All right, stick around to the end and you'll find out. Let's get down to the ground to kick things off. Okay, down on the ground, glute bridge position. Okay, we're gonna start locked into that floor. I want you to think about putting the majority of your weight into your heels. We're gonna drive our hips up nice and high. We're gonna squeeze those glutes. Try to keep everything in line all the way up, okay? Nice tight core, nice tight glutes, tight hamstrings. Okay, from here, with that weight in my heels, I'm gonna go ahead and lift my right leg up into a hook position. Don't let my hip drop. I'm gonna keep that nice and strong, lower it back down, lift into the hook position on the other side. Good, nice and slow transition side to side. We're gonna go 5 on each side. I want you to count yourself, normally about 2 count on the way down and up. Okay, so don't just march it quick like you're trying to run down a field. Try to get this nice and controlled. Up and down. Make sure you're breathing. I like to go in through my nose, out through my mouth, but it is totally up to you as long as you're getting in good breath, focusing on that breath and these movements. Good, and come down and relax on down. I'm gonna turn straight to my side. Okay, we're gonna come into our 90-90 position, or 90 at the hip, 90 at the knee. Okay, from here, bottom hand is gonna keep those knees stacked together, like I'm up against the wall with these knees. Top hand, I'm gonna make an L. I'm gonna put my pointer finger and my thumb on my mat, and I'm gonna sweep my arm up and over my head, trying to keep those knees together and sweep all the way over. And then sweep it all the way back. Good, take your time, nice and slow. We're gonna do 3 of these on each side. Open up all the way. Close down. Now, if your shoulder doesn't touch, that's okay. Okay, each of us is a little different. Good, open up, all the way open. And close back down. Now I have to switch sides. You can just flip over, same thing on the other side. We're gonna get tucked up first into that good 90-90. Bottom hand holding the legs together and stacked. And we're gonna sweep that hand up, over the top, all the way around, and bring it back. Now, as you do this, okay, try to keep that hand on the ground as far as you can. Okay, try to take deep breaths and release. to get as far back as you can. Good stretch here. Relax yourself back and around. Okay, the important thing here is as we go, you just go as far into this stretch as you feel. Okay, if you can't get quite as far as me, that's okay. If you're a little more loose than I am, that's great. Okay, what feels good to you is what we're focusing on today. Good, go ahead and sweep back around and relax. Let's go bird dog position. Okay, so knees under my hips, hands under my shoulders, locked in. Do a couple of cat cows. So arch and round your back just to find that neutral spine. Think about tucking your tail and then driving up and tall. We're gonna have a guest appearance. Good. From here, bird dog position. Take your right arm out, left leg out, lock into that bird dog position. Hi, babe. Okay. Let's bring it in and reach back out. Good. Let's do 5 of those nice and slow. I want it nice and slow. Reach in, open back up. Here, give it to me. Oh, you got it. Good job. Bring it in and out. So 5 of these on each side. You can put it right there.
On the chair?
Yeah, on the chair is fine. Once you're done with your 5, switch to the other side. And we're going to go on that other side. Reach out, lock in first. Opposite arm, opposite leg, reaching out. Dad loves babysitting and teaching. Good. Tuck in and reach out. Tuck in, reach out. Good. Get your 5. Remember, take your time with these. Keep that core tight, back nice and flat. I'm looking right in between where my hands were when I'm in a quad position at start. Trying to keep everything in line and locked in. Good. Reach out. Relax down. And good. Now we're going to go into a child's pose. So from here, still in that quad position, we're just going to push back into a seated position. Okay, so I'm trying to sit my glutes right down to my heels. I'm going to go ahead and drop my head down, dropping it in between my shoulders, and I'm reaching out my hands as far as I can. Deep breath. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip my hands straight up towards the sky, or palms up as far as I can. Okay, now I'm going to push my right hand down. I'm going to lift off and I'm going to look under my left elbow. Okay, left elbow, left armpit. Good. Relax down. Press that left arm down. Reach under your right armpit. So I'm trying to sniff my right armpit as I lift it off. Come down. Let's do 1 more of those on each side. So lift off that left, sniff underneath. So I'm turning my head over. Good. Drop it down. Switch to the other side. Lift off and look. Down and come back into that quad position. Good. Let's go ahead and come up to our feet. So we're coming up to our feet. We're just going to practice our base position one time. I like how you guys can see just the top of Jace's head. He is 3 years old today. It's his birthday today. So 3 years old today. We're going to come up to our feet, okay, up onto our toes. When I say go, we're going to drop into that good base position. You're going to try to rip the floor apart between your feet, okay? Arms back, nice and strong, tight core, okay? Squeezing at the bottom. Here we go, all the way up. Go, just drop into that good base position. Lock in, try to rip the floor apart. Keep breathing, 3, 2, 1, come up, all the way up on those toes. And go, drop in. Try to rip it apart. 3, 2, 1, up. Last one, and go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Shake out those legs. Loosen things up. Take a nice deep breath. Grab a drink of water if you need it. I'm going to come up here. We're just going to say hi to everybody. Who's here today? We got Doris, Hanga, Victor, Clarion, Glenn. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here. We're back on the cell phone because water's right there. We're back on the cell phone because our internet connection is down. It's snowing again outside, so holy moly. Oh, I don't need any. Thank you. That's for you if you want it. Let's start with our squat rotations. Okay, so I'm going to go shoulder width, toes point forward, reach those arms up to the sky. Okay, we're going to squat down. Nice deep squat here. Deep squat down. Good. Drop your right hand down to the floor. Rotate up to your left. Look where that hand is going. Good. Bring those arms back to center. Switch to the other side. Come back to center. Stand up. Good. Now, if it's too much for your arms to be up that whole time, you can drop your hand and just reach down and get that good rotation. Okay, so squat down. Drop that hand. Rotate to the left. Come back to center. Switch to the other side. Come back to center. Stand up. Good. When we come to the top, squeeze that core, squeeze those glutes so you're really nice and tall. Good. Come down. Drop your hand, rotate. Good. Come to center, switch. Come to center and stand. Good. One more. Okay. Shake it out if you need to. Here we go. Down. Drop your hand, rotate. Center, drop and rotate. Center and stand. Good job. Good job. All right. Now, our next one, probably our most challenging move today. Okay. Most challenging move today. We're going to go ahead again with those feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to come down into a hand walk position. So I'm going to reach down for the floor. I'm going to hand walk out. Now I want you to pause in your down dog position. Okay, so I'm going to pause in this down dog position, stretch those shoulders, stretch those legs a little bit. Now, this is what we call a dive bomber push-up. So if this is something that's going to be hard, try your best, but I'll show you a regression for it also, okay? So our goal here, I'm going to try to put my forehead on the mat as I slide down and bring my hips down to the ground and push my hands back up. Okay, now that can be a lot. Like I said, this is a tough movement. Okay, so on the way back up, we're just gonna lift those hips, press back into a down dog. Okay, now if that seems undoable or is not where you're at today, what I want you to do, you're gonna go ahead and lower yourself down into like a low plank, so like a halfway plank. Drop those hips and then press back up into that upward dog position. Okay, so 2 different ways to do it. And then we just drive our hips back up, squeeze through those shoulders as we drive up into this down dog position. So you have 2 different ways to do it, okay? So you can either do the full way where I try to drop down, slide forward underneath, and then come up. Or you can break it up into the pieces. Totally up to you. Let's hold in this upward dog for a second. Drive those hips up, all the way up nice and high. Stretch out. Good. One more. Dropping down, sliding through. Pressing up in that upward dog position. Now on this next one, we're going to press all the way up, nice and high with those hips, and we're going to walk our hands back to our feet, keeping those legs as straight as possible, trying to come up into this nice forward fold, and then let's squeeze those glutes to roll up nice and tall. Whew, those arms are tired now. Okay, now this next one, we're going single leg work with our lower push. Okay, so we're going to do single leg squat. Now, single leg squat can be really challenging because you're trying to stay here and you're trying to come down into that chair position. Okay, so my goal is to come down low enough to where I could sit almost in a chair and then come back up. Now you can go just as low as you can. Okay, what's comfortable for you? If that's a lot of pressure on one leg, sometimes we can't do those in a day. We're sore, we're not feeling it. Just go into that split squat position. Okay, so tap my toe. I'm going to stay on my toe so that I'm not able to put that much pressure on that back leg. It's still mostly here. Then I'm going to press back up. Okay, so that's a way to do that single leg squat with your leg behind you slightly, or you can try to hover that foot and come into that single leg squat. We have 5 of these on each side. Okay, nice and slow. Come down as low as you can, and then press back up and stand. Now you'll notice I'm tapping my foot at the top just for balance reasons. As soon as I go to move again, I'm going to bring that toe off the ground, come down nice and slow. I'm going to press back up. Now I want you to focus slower on the way down, and then you can come up quicker if you want to. Okay, so down nice and slow. And then press back up. I like to pretend like I have an egg under my foot. Okay, so if I crush that egg, I lose. Okay, I'll have to clean up a big mess. We got one more. Okay, here we go, down nice and slow. Now remember, just go to where you're feeling it today. Press back up. This is your story. I'm just here helping you write it. Okay, so we're just doing the best we can where we're feeling today. Switching sides. Find that balance. Start your first movement. Coming down. Press up. Now my glutes are on fire from yesterday's workout. So this feels really good today. Able to activate some more of the stuff in the front. Okay. Single leg. It's amazing how much stuff we do all day long, single leg, right? Walking, single leg movement, going upstairs, single leg movement. So being proficient in movement in the single leg is very important. Okay, let's go one more here. Down nice and slow. Down slow. And then press up. Good. Nice work. Let's go quad hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to turn slightly at an angle so I can demo for you guys. We're going to come all the way down to the ground. Okay. So I'm going to set my right leg down on the ground. I want to step my left leg out slightly so there's a little bit of an angle there. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt my hips. So I'm going to squeeze that down glute, keep my chest up nice and high. Squeeze that down glute, press to the front of the room, driving that hip straight ahead. Okay, this first one, we're just going to do the hip flexor. So we're just working on this part of the stretch. And then we're going to add a little bit more each time. Relax back. Good, drive forward. Squeeze that down glute, drive to the front of the room. And relax back. Good, now we're gonna do 2 with a reach. So I'm gonna push my palm to the front of my room as I drive forward, squeezing that down glute. Don't let this down glute be lazy. So on this right side, I don't want this leg being lazy. Relax back. Whoa. And then press forward. Make sure you're breathing. Breath is very important. Mind-body connection. Relax back. Okay, now my left leg is in front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press to the front of the room. Once I get to the front of the room, just like before, I'm squeezing, I'm pressing. Now I'm going to bring my right hand across my body, grab my left knee, I'm just gonna give myself a twist. Now we're just gonna hold in this position. Let's do 5 deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. As you go out through your mouth, see if you can sink a little more into this stretch. 3 more. Again. Last one, try to relax into it. In and out. And come back. Good, switching sides. Okay, so remember your setup. Squeeze that down glute, press to the front of the room. This first 2, we're just focusing on that hip flexor. Don't let that down glute be lazy. Press to the front of the room. Good, relax back. Good, press to the front. And relax. Now we have 2 with the reach, right? 2 with the reach. Reach out, press to the front of the room. Make sure you're squeezing that down glute, driving straight ahead. Relax back. Last reach here, press to the front of the room. And relax back. Good. Last one, press to the front. Really squeeze that down glute. Reach across your body. Get that good twist here. Now I like this because I actually get to face you guys. Okay, get that good twist. Get that stretch. 5 good breaths here. You know your breath pattern, so breathe in nice and slow and then relax it on the way out. Don't force it on the way out, just relax. Good, 2 more. Last one. And relax. Good. This next one, we're going to do our shin box rotations to kind of round out this piece. And then we're going to finish things out with a little bit of a heart rate change. Okay. We're going to give you a little bit of a cardio here at the end. But let's go shin box position. Now, we did these on Tuesday. We're really focusing on this front piece and how we're set on the back. So we're going to cross this front leg in front, tuck that left leg into my right thigh, and then my right leg is back. Now today, I want you to glue your feet to the ground. So the goal is that you should not see air under my black socks and this black mat, which you can barely see my feet anyway. Without using my hands if I can, or if I need to, use my hands as support, but we're just gonna rotate over the top and to the other side without flopping. We want to keep things in control. Okay, so rotate over and close. Good. All the way over. Good. Again, over. Good. Nice and slow. Keep those hands off the ground if you can. If you haven't yet, try to challenge yourself. See if you can take your hands off. What's it feel like? Okay, do you feel like you're going to tip over? Feel what your body's feeling. Okay, that's how we make adjustments. That's how we learn things on this journey of wellness. Okay, this is how we learn what our body, how it reacts to things. Last one on each side. And back. And relax. Good job. Up on your feet. Okay, now this last part is supposed to be fun. Okay, so this last little piece, it's gonna elevate your heart rate, maybe make you a little bit sweaty, but we're only gonna do 2 rounds. Okay, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Now, if you have a towel or a pillow or something that you wanna slam on the ground, grab it. Okay, I did not tell you you needed one at the beginning, so you can do this without. But what we're gonna do, just like before, we're gonna reach up on our toes, just like when we started with our base position. As I say go, and we start our 20 seconds, you're gonna slam whatever you have down to the floor. Stand back up, slam, and stand back up. You're gonna get in as many as you can in 20 seconds. Now, notice I'm hinging at my hip. I'm not squatting down, okay? So hinge at that hip, use those glutes to drive the movement. Here we go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds of work, okay? 20 seconds of work. Now, if you don't have a towel or anything, you can use your sweatshirt. If you don't have anything, just reach down, tap the floor, but make sure you're doing it through your hips. Okay, you're doing good. 3 more seconds and rest. 10-second rest. We're just putting these movements together into an explosive movement. 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds more. And then you just get to relax for the rest of class. 10 more seconds. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Let's go. Come on, come on. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. Good job. All right. Stand up nice and tall. Interlace those fingers. Reach up to the sky. Stretch yourself out. Pretend like somebody's got your feet glued in the mud and they're trying to pull you up to the sky with your arms. Release those hands. Take them out to the side. Okay, straight out to the side, thumbs up. Okay, widen out your feet so that your feet are about elbow width apart. So they should be about where your elbows are and those arms out to the side. Let's fold forward. Press those hips back, fold forward. Now I'm in this bent T position. Palms are facing down. Go ahead and relax those hands down. Sweep those toes off a couple of times. Come up nice and tall, release and stand up. Good, use those glutes to stand, okay? From here, we're gonna go single leg. So I'm gonna go single leg, left leg down. I'm just gonna come into this inverted hamstring for just a second. Just coming down, nice flat back position, single leg RDL, stand up. We're just doing one on each side, just kind of loosening up those hips. Here we go, switching sides. Now my right leg is my base leg, coming down. Coming back up. Stand nice and tall. Now I want you to close your eyes. Okay, stand with your feet together. You can do whatever you want with your arms. You can relax your hands to the side. Close your eyes for a second. I just want you controlling your breath. Breathe in and out, just nice and calm. Okay, the longer you can breathe in, the better. And then just relax that breath out. Okay, we have a quote for today for you guys. So your quote today, okay, is learn to trust the journey, even when you do not understand it. It is so big. Go ahead, keep your eyes closed. It is so big when you learn that sometimes the trip is what it's really worth, right? It might be a struggle. You might come into roadblocks. You might hit something that you weren't expecting, but that just adds to what you're learning. So that goes through fitness, that goes through life, that goes for everything, okay? Don't be too discouraged on how long or how rough the journey is. Just remember that it's important. It's teaching you something. It's a learning experience. Everything in life is a learning experience. So take that opportunity to learn something new and grow from it. So thanks again, everyone. I appreciate you guys so much. You are all so awesome for joining this class and working with me on things. Remember, again, I'm Coach Clint. If you need anything, please email me at clintx.carlson@intel.com. Anytime you need anything, you can also IM me super quick on Teams. But I'll leave you with your joke. Please share this joke with at least one person today. Why are koalas not considered bears? Because they lack the koalifications. Yeah. Oh, so good. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Please let me know if you need anything. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for letting Jace join us. Bye, guys.